Yay!
Hi, good to see you.
Hi, same here. How are you?
Very well, very well. How are you? Thank you. Our viewers are waiting, and I've been telling them Lakshmi will join, Lakshmi will join. So you can say a big hi to everyone who's here.
Hello, everybody. Happy Saturday. Thanks to you, I showered and got ready.
Good, whatever it takes. Right. Lakshmi, thank you so much. I really appreciate you joining us at a time like this. As we all know, it's an extremely difficult time for the country, for people, parents, kids, everybody. The reason for doing this is I've seen your posts and I follow you on social media. You make sure you're positive and you make sure you share a lot of positive news as well. Though there's, news is important as it goes, but there's also what you do is important. The first question is, can you share with the viewers who are watching us live right now, how does one, at a time like this when there's so much negativity around, and these are genuine stories around, how does one keep their sanity, stay sane? What is one supposed to do?
First and foremost, accepting the reality, which is we are screwed right now. There is no sugarcoating this, making it go right, saying the right things. You cannot say the right things right now. People I met for once or something abroad, like people who know me even a little bit, have all reached out to me saying that, oh my God, we are so nervous about what's happening to India. I hope you're able to stay safe. And what we are going through is real, and I know this is a first time for us, but we are educated well enough to know that we've been through a few pandemics like this before with the second waves, and all we can do is wear a mask, social distancing, and do not get out if you don't have to. It's as simple as that. See, coming from Hyderabad, and where we celebrate Ramadan very beautifully and largely, now people doing roza and telling them not to go to the mosque. I mean, it is not about religion, or it is not about doing right or wrong, but it is about collectively working towards humanity. So we really need to take our own responsibility. The government can do crap. They are overworked and understaffed, and there is no oxygen. What are you going to do? What is the government going to do? They can only do as much as they can with the funds that they do have to support 1.3 billion people. Now you can compare ourselves to Singapore or Finland or New Zealand, but we are not that country. We are not as well equipped. So the only thing we can do is just stay at home and do the things that gives you that sanity. Cook, take care of your kid or your parents, or do meditation or sleep for 18 hours, which you never got to do. But do whatever you can to tell your brain that this is a temporary thing, and that we shall endure this, and this too shall pass, because it is really difficult. Like, if I don't know how I'm smiling. All my movies are stalled. I'm supposed to be in Chennai shooting a Tamil film. I haven't done anything this year. I was just about to start working and halt again. I want to go hit somebody, but then if I did, and if it could get better, I would, but we can't. We just need to wear a mask, sit at home, and if I'm alive and strong enough, I'll go back to shoot. I'll go back to doing what I love doing. But right now, it's most important for me to stay healthy and stay alive.
Right, very well said. That's all we should do. Our bit: stay home, not go out if it's necessary. I can't believe we've been saying this from the first wave. We have not even reached the peak of the second wave, and we're still repeating that people should wear a mask and not go out. But you look out of your window and you see cars and you see bikes and you see people out and about, which is absolutely irresponsible. Lakshmi, coming to parents who are taking care of kids being home, I remember having a lot of chats with a lot of parents where they were against giving them mobile phones, they were against giving them iPads. They said go out and play. Suddenly everything has changed. What is your advice to parents who have young children? How does one keep them busy, entertained, and also take care of your own health at the same time?
Right now, do whatever it takes. You yourself are going through your mental sanity. to figure out your EMIs, figure out, will I go back to work? Will I be laid off? Can I stay in this house? Will I be able to feed the child? Now, if you're giving the child a phone to get them off your head for a while, do it. I don't, but do it. Whatever it takes to stay sane. But now, be sure about monitor what they are watching. Are they educating themselves, or do they have access to all the crap that there is around and available? We do little things. I'm right now in London as we speak, which is my office room. My theater room is Los Angeles. My bedroom is Tokyo. That I tell my daughter different doors have different names, so we keep it entertaining, we keep it exciting, because otherwise it's scary. Every day I'm dealing with, and I'm not in the hospital profession or a pharmacy profession or a doctor, but I'm dealing with 30 to 40 calls with dire situations for medication. And yesterday we call the people. We know people who own these hospitals. What can they do if there are no beds? They're like, I'm sorry, Lakshmi, we're trying to do our best, but this person came in late. They have protocols. If they don't follow protocols, they get into trouble. For following protocols, they get into trouble. And they're all maxed out. I was talking to my girlfriends who own hospitals, and they were like, we've made space in corridors and in bathrooms. I mean, we're just bringing in beds from wherever possible. How do you stay positive when there is so much going on? Wake up and say thank you for being alive. Thank you for the toothpaste on your toothbrush. Thank you for your running water. Thank you for the hot water that you're able to drink in the morning. Thank you for being able to shower. Thank you for your internet working so you can do that whatever little workout that you can. Thank you for having access to be able to see your parents, let it be through FaceTime or whatever, that they are healthy and they're able to survive something that is so scary. So if you don't look at the small things, you're going to lose yourself. And this is the year that we were waiting last year. Last year was nothing.
Right, exactly, true.
Now is the stress of it all, Make those face masks that you wanted to. Simple things, just get through the day and get through the next day. That's how I'm looking at it.
Right. We've seen a lot of citizens coming ahead and helping people. Twitter is full of someone helping someone with a bed, someone helping someone with oxygen, just spreading the word. Sometimes it may be of help, may not, but people are doing their bit. Do you see this has always been, the case that the country comes together? One can question if the government was prepared or not, but people always come together in such a need.
Rohit, we're Indians, dude. We are the most amazing people on earth. I mean, let it be anyone from another country who comes to India and says, I want to go back to India for the people and their hospitality.
Right.
We give. We are givers. We are always about givers. We actually need to learn how to take a little as a country, Right. We are fighting with China because we keep Dalai Lama here. Is Dalai Lama bringing in any economy or any food or anything? But just that we are there. Everybody who went to a war in Iran is here in India, running away from their own country. From Bangladesh, they are here. From Pakistan, from everywhere. We are like, please come, please come. We don't have enough to eat, but right. we are the country that brings in as many refugees that as we can. So yeah, people are up there, doing whatever little it is that they can. I mean, I was laughing at, Sushmita Sen had tweeted something yesterday that she was able to procure some cylinders, but not able to bring it to Bombay, and then somebody had shit to say about that. So we are as giving as we are, and we are intolerant. Right now with the whole social media drama is between haves and have-nots. I'm like, am I to be blamed because my father left a village that there is no road till even today, and he worked really hard and gave us a good life and good education, and today I'm able to speak words in English and travel the world and bring it back and give it to the society that we live in. So you have it all. We work for it. Just don't count on us. Let's see. Retweet a tweet that I've tweeted because maybe it'll help one other person. That's all we're trying to do. I wish I had a magic wand and I can make it all go away, but we don't, and we can only do those retweets and keep sane and wear masks, and we want to go out there and help, but we can't. What are we going to do? Right.
What,
So
Lakshmi, what should the pandemic teach us? What should we learn from this time? The biggest learning, what would you say that, like for that?
that there is a bigger play. There is a much bigger play in all of this than we collectively thinking that something went wrong. I don't believe in a human plan. I believe in the soul plan. So whatever it is that we are collectively as a human race going through, it is a soul awakening of the earth. It breaks my heart to see how we were talking about global warming and now we've just collectively ruined it by, if we don't die with the pandemic, we're going to die because of global warming, of what we've done because of the pandemic.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, you go into the airport, Rohit, the amount of plastic that there is just flipping and thrown. And imagine in a day how many people are doing this and how much of it is really being recycled. And this is without all this plastic, we were saying we are dying.
Yeah,
Climate change.
right. Absolutely. This was just, we were earlier talking about plastic bottles and not to use those. And now this is all added plastic and PPE kits and face shields just being thrown. We don't know where this is going, whether it's actually biodegradable and whether it's actually reaching those places.
Yes.
Also, talking about, see, we know the conditions in Delhi are just horrible. 20 people have died at a hospital because there was no oxygen overnight. The doctors confirmed to NDTV. I know the situation in Bombay, the cases have gone down because the lockdown was called much earlier. I don't know whether that is the only reason, but we are at around 7,000-8,000 cases. Lakshmi, could you give us an idea where you are right now in Hyderabad? What is the situation?
One man ate some pangolin somewhere in China and the world is suffering. Now you're talking about only 7,000. You're screwed anyway, so don't think any better of yourself in Bombay.
Absolutely, not at all, not at all.
We are like, oh, our numbers are lesser. Nothing. It doesn't really matter. Big
and
or
we
small.
Don't know. Today it's Delhi at 25,000. Tomorrow it could be Hyderabad, Mumbai, Chennai, Bangalore, any city. Absolutely.
It could be anything. Right now, Hyderabad has reported 40 deaths per day, but just the cremation center near my house in Panjagutta is seeing 50 bodies. That is one crematorium. Yeah, 50. But the government is saying only 40 are dying per day.
Right.
Which
So
I don't know.
There's a lot of underreporting going on. You were saying you have, people who own hospitals. What are the doctors saying? It must be an extremely helpless feeling, but they are still doing their bit.
Oh my God. The stories they tell that they have to send home a family of 4 or 5 people dead and one person alive. Like, what do you tell them? And it's like now more than ever to get more healthier. Take your vitamin C, your zinc, your vitamin D. These 3 are so important. And if you have access to it, take the goddamn vaccine. I'm sorry, I'm using so much profanity and because we're going to do or die situation right now. Oh, this vaccine, we don't know what it'll do. Well, I was also in that position saying, well, I'll let a few people take and make sure they don't grow horns or a tail, and then I'll take a vaccine. I don't want to be the first one doing it, right? But that's the need of the hour. You need to take the vaccine, and the only reason being, not that, again, people are like, oh, people are getting COVID in spite of taking the vaccine. Yes, you'll get it. So if you're thinking you're not going to get it, you're being a fool. Absolutely. It's going to touch everybody, but if you're vaccinated, you're not going to die. You're not going to get on a ventilator. It's not going to be so dire that you need to go to a hospital. So that's the only difference. So please, come May 1st, start registering, save your lives and your loved ones, because if you're alive, you can pull through any which way. But if you're dead and gone, you can't. So
you can't even help anyone.
That's the universe. I think we've come together like never before, and I think it's a rude, harsh awakening. But to see in the path of peace and happiness, and find what is most important to you, because no matter what you plan, God has a bigger plan.
Right, absolutely. Lakshmi, big takeaways from this interview of yours. One is accepting the reality that this is happening outside right now. Let's not run away from that fact. Stay home.
And it's real. And it's real. People have just gotten used to it. it's like that tiger story. Tiger's going to come and bite you. Tiger's going to come and bite you. So 2-3 times you lie, fourth time if the tiger's really there. This is no tiger story. It's here. The tiger's here eating up everybody, and just because you've been hearing it a long time, it hasn't gone away. It's here stronger than ever before.
Right. And then, of course, you said wear a mask, don't leave your house, please, if there's no need. You can just get it in your elevator before you even reach anywhere. And you, like you said, everybody is doing their bit. Any parting thoughts you want to tell people to continue this helping, because that's what matters at the end of the day.
Yeah. Wake up every morning and say, I love you to yourself. Because this is something, it's not a problem that you can call somebody and get sorted. It's each to their own. You're on your own with this. Reach out, ask for help. If you feel depressed or sad, call that friend that can talk to you and listen to you. I've been really blessed and I feel so grateful, Rohit, because one moment if I have a dull moment, I call a friend and I'm like, I'm going to bloody jump off something, or I'm losing my mind, or, I have a 6-year-old daughter. How do you entertain her all day long and not give her a television, So there are a lot of challenges that I myself I am facing. But I'm not afraid to ask for help. I'm not afraid to talk to people and get through this day for me. And I don't think I've ever been more healthier in my life ever before. More diligent with my vitamins, my health, doing my breathing practices. Because whenever it comes, I'd rather stay strong because it's coming. It's not going to leave me.
Right. Great. On that note, thank you so much, and great to see you healthy, and you continue to help people and help them get beds and whatever you can. You continue that as well, and so will all of us. Thank you so much, Lakshmi, and thank you all for watching this live telecast.
No, really, you, my man, I've known you for so many years, and I've never seen someone so passionate about what they do and really out there to make a change with the ethics that you have and the moral grounds that NDTV stands on. No matter what happens out there, you don't care about the ratings, but you care about the truth and being honest. Hats off to you and your wife for being in the front lines and doing what you do. I hope your dogs are well. My love to your mom.
Thank you so much. And yes, NDTV has been doing this forever. It's amazing. That's the reason we are all here trying to do our bit. Thank you so much, Lakshmi.
Thank you. Lots of love. Happy weekend.
Happy
Bye-bye.
Bye.